Hi, I hope everybody's having a good day wherever they are. Like I say, I'm not responsible if anybody gets hurt. It's just my opinion. Sometimes I swear. And this is entertainment purposes. Today I'm going to talk about Pakistan, what's going on with the war that's going on. So I'm going to ask a few questions uh, about it. What's causing this? Is it, fighting over money, oil? Can you please tell me why are they doing this? Is it that they want money, oil? Please let me know. They think it's unfair that the Palestinians are fighting with these. They think they're being selfish. They think it's unkind how they're fighting all the time, and they aren't. And they think it's one-sided. Like they blame the other side. Like, oh, it's the other person's fault. It's not ours. It's their fault. So and they're depressed. They're depending um, on their side, not to you know uh, with the money. Like I said, they feel like the people they're fighting against are very selfish, and they think it's hopeless. These are kind of negative cards. They feel like this is hopeless, and they're feeling like withdrawing. The Pakistanians are thinking like withdrawing because they don't want to have all this death and destruction with the bombing, and they're drifting like from one place to the other. They're not really hitting the targets that they want, and there's going to be a lot of setbacks and poverty, and because if people don't give them money for food and for first aid, and for first aid and money, then and supplies, the Red Cross or anything, or aid, no one's gonna help them, and they're gonna and they're also hostile. They're very hostile. So these aren't good cards. The fighting, the hostile toward each other. They want to win at all cost. The Pakistanians want to fight at all cost. So they're very hostile in the past. They think they're right. They're one-sided. Like they think we're gonna win. They don't care about who gets hurt. So they don't really care. All right. So with this war, uh, is Trump gonna step in and do something about it? Is Trump gonna step in and do anything about this war in Pakistan? Is Trump going to do anything now to step in with the war in Pakistan? Is he going to Israel and Pakistan? Is he going to step in and do anything, please? Uh, he's going to be a pain in the butt. He's going to nag and say, "Oh, you guys try to get along." He's gonna complain about it. He's not really gonna. He's gonna be obsessed with his status. He cares more about his the way he looks than helping out. So he only cares about looking good with the Pakistanians and the Israel. He doesn't really he's not going to really help them. He only cares about, he thinks they should stop with this conflict. He doesn't want the conflict, even though he is just talking the talk. There's misfortune about he about helping, and he knows he knows there's chaos with the Palestinians, and he feels like it's a failure him helping out, even if giving money to it's like giving money, and it continues getting worse. And there's going to be setbacks. It's going to be setbacks if he helps out. Like he's going to help, but then bad things are still going to happen. It doesn't matter if he's going to help. There's going to be setbacks when he tries to help. He's going to plan on helping helping out and giving money. And he's going to do opportunities by giving money. I think he's going to he's going to give money, and he has foresight and overseas. He wants to help somewhat. So it says, I think he does want to help somewhat, but he wants to be like the center of attention and be the one, looking so good. He doesn't really care about the either side. He just wants to be, popular. All right, so he only cares about popular. Will he actually get the money to help the people, or he might be the president, but it's the other people, the Congress that can say, put a veto and say, no, we're not going to help. We're not going to give. Are we actually going to give money to them to help? Please let me know with Afghanistan and Israel's and all these people fighting. Are we actually going to give money? Or are we going to say, you guys have to set up your own problems, forget it, we don't want anything to do with your problems? Is he going to the people in the United States, the people who run the country, are they going to give money to Pakistan and Israel and or anybody or any other country to help out, food, weapons? Or are they going to say enough is enough, we've given you enough stuff? He feels like they've been betraying him. This is what he says. So there's going to be a lot of betraying on them. I feel like Trump thinks that the government, the people, not Trump, but the people who are running it, says Trump has betrayed the people and says they're not gonna help. They don't want to help. They do not want to help them. They feel betrayed, they feel defeated, they feel lost, because a lot of people being killed in body, kids, adults, seniors, there's a lot of people dying and getting killed, and they're scared of giving money to their enemy because the money they give might end up given to the enemy. So they're afraid to give money to them. They don't want to do it. So no, they don't want to give money to the people. And they discovered they have a big decision to make, like, oh God, should we give money? But they don't want to because they don't want to look bad. And they would have to have a partnership with the person that they don't really want a fight with. So they don't really want to do this. They think they're the leader, not Trump, when it comes to giving the money to the people. The House of Representatives, they don't want to be the ones, not Trump. He's not the leader. The people who run, he might say things, but behind the scenes, the House of Representatives, they're the ones that make the final, they can veto Trump wanting to, and they don't want to help. They don't. They want to be successful, and they want to help, but they think it's a bad idea, so they don't want to help. They want to be, they want to honor their thing by saying, we do want to help, but then they don't really want to. So I'm not really sure if they're going to... I'll ask one more time. Are they going to really help? I asked twice. This is the last time on that, because they don't want to. House of Representative, and they don't really want to help them because they've seen the blood, they've seen the chaos, seen more people dying, explosions and everything on television. They've seen it. They don't really want to help. They've said enough is enough. So let's ask, are they going to be giving more money? I'll ask one more time. Are they going to give money to these people? They're going to give, they think it's fairness if they give some money, and they do want to share their money, but they also want the country to be a freedom country. They don't want, it to be, capitalism. They want it to be more of a, like the United States and Europe and Canada. They don't want it to be like a democracy. They don't like it to be under rule. So they want it. They want to end the relationship. They don't want to deal with this. They don't want. Because I think they're torn, too. They want them to be torn, and the disappointment on how what's going on with the war. They're very disappointed, and they don't want to give money. They're going to exit. So I feel like they're not going to give any more money. They're going to get out. They don't want to help. They say they're going to try to heal, they feel bad, but I feel like they're not going to give money. They don't want to give money. It says yes, but they don't want to give money, so they're not going to give any more money. They said enough is enough. It says yes, but they don't want to, and they say no. I think they're not going to do, and if they do, it's going to be very little. So they don't want to, even though the cards say yes, but they don't really want to because of the bloodshed. Okay, so I don't think they're going to do much. Anything else you want to tell me what's going on with the war in Pakistan? Anything else you want to tell me, please? Oh, 4 cards wanted to step out. When it does, I do. All right. All right. Do you think this is a realistic, the war is, some giving money to them is realistic, but they're not sure if they want to do it because they think it would be a business move if they gave money to Pakistan, and and Trump wants to be a good leader in the United States. He wants to look good for all countries, and he wants to get along with them and have them as an ally, and they want to be stable. Pakistan wants to be stable with the United States and get along. There's going to be loss because a lot of people are going to die in this war. This person's sad, grieving. There's going to be a lot of death. Like I said in the other cards, people are going to die. People are going to get injured. People are going to lose their kids. The parents are going to die. There's a lot of depressed, and they regret getting involved in the war. They regret, there's going to be regrets. And they feel sad. The Pakistani people feel sad because of the being bombed and everything. Everything's being bombed. They feel sad, like no one is really on their side. They might say they are, but they feel depressed and sad. And they feel lonely, like no one's really on their side. The people are lonely. They're in dismay because, they're being bombed every day. They probably have post-traumatic stress disorder. They're probably very depressed. And the pessimistic, they're like, oh God, this fighting is it's going to continue through a bunch of years. They feel, pessimistic. They feel critical of other countries coming in and helping them, or that country that's fighting them. So they feel depressed, and they feel bitchiness that's what it says, bitchiness. So I'm just reading the cards. Feel bitchiness, like, these bitches are coming in and bombing us all the time, in the middle of the night when we're trying to sleep, or during the day, constantly bombing us. And they feel cold-hearted, like they're cold-hearted and dangerous. They might, All right, and disattachment. And they want freedom. This is the devil in reverse. They want freedom. They want reclaim their power. They want to reclaim their power against them. And they want to be independent. I think they would like to be independent and not be communist. Pakistan, I think they want them into. I'm going to ask them, are they going to, I know this might be controversial, I'll ask one more question. Are they going to try to bring bombers into the United States and do anything, Pakistan or any of these, any of these people who we're fighting against, are we going to be, are any of these people going to be bombing us in our own cities? Are we going to be bombed? Are they going to bring bombers into our own countries or Europeans and bomb us throughout in the future? Are they going to be someone bringing bombs? This is entertainment purposes. Are they going to be bombing us anytime in the future in Europe or the United States or anything? I don't want that to happen, but I'm just interested. Are any of those people going to come to the thing and bomb us? They're going to get educated. They might come to our country and be educated and learn things learn it on computers and stuff. They want to make money, these people. They want to develop skills about learning about how the United States is or Europe is. And they're going to take action against us. So I say yes. They're going to do rebirth. They're going to do reckoning. They're tired of fighting with us, so they're going to take action. Yeah, there is, and they're going to they think they're going to be promising and self confidence. They have confidence that they will do it, and that it will happen. So they do. Not our allies. The people we're fighting against are going to. Some people are going to come into our country. They're going to be educating so they can learn stuff in our country, so they can, and they're going to take action to, they'll do it quick and severe. And they think they're confident and they can get away with it. So, yeah. So that's the thing about Pakistan and Israel, that they're fighting, and they want, one of the countries wants to give us money, but we don't want to. And if it is, it's very little. And the House of Representatives is probably going to try to veto giving a lot of money because they don't want to do it. And the people, there is going to be a high chance that they're going to be, some of those people are going to come to our country and bomb us in the future, and it's going to be successful, one of them. So until my next video, like I said, take this with a grain of salt, entertainment purposes only. Till my next video, take care and bye.